Why, hello, greetings and salutations, my friends. Today we got more snow than we've ever gotten on a day in my life living in Toronto. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a lot of things with this snow, but the first thing I'm going to do is melt it. Why? Because I want to tell you why it is so hard to predict how much snow we're going to get when we get a snowstorm, like we did today. What? So I'm making this video in response to a lot of complaints I've heard people say about how hard is it to predict how much snow there is. So I've devised this experiment. You see, sometimes you get a forecast and they say there's going to be 10 to 20 centimeters of snow, and you think, why can't they be more accurate than that? That's quite a range. So here's my little experiment. I'm going to take some snow from this freezing cold snowbank. And the thing about snow is when it's cold, it's super fluffy. So it's light and it takes up a lot of space. But let's look at this freezing cold snow. And I've got about a liter of it, just over a liter of freezing cold snow. And when I say freezing cold, I'll be more accurate. I'll tell you it's about minus 15 degrees Celsius. And you can see I've got well more than a liter of that snow in this measuring cup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt it down. And as we watch the process, we'll see what happens to the snow. And then I'm going to make some conclusions at the end. I hope you stick around. So, this is about as exciting as watching paint dry. Or should I say snow melt. So let's speed it up. And the general rule of thumb is that 1 centimeter of rain is equal to 10 centimeters of snow. So I'm going to test that as this snow melts down, and it's actually kind of satisfying to watch. But I'm also going to look at another thing. This is still snow, but you can see the snow is significantly warmer and it takes up less space as it melts. Right now we're looking at something that I'd like to call slush. And it also takes up way less space. But if you look at the measurement at the bottom, and it's a little bit hard to see, but it's starting to resolve. And we're almost at 100 millimeters exactly, which is roughly 1/10 of what we started with. So that particular rule of thumb, as it would appear, is true. That's what happens. And also, as it gets warmer, you get less and less snow by volume until it's eventually water, and it's 1/10 of the volume. So what's the point I'm trying to make? It's hard to predict the weather. I mean, I think I should shout out to the meteorologists around the world. I think they do an amazing job, and we're really lucky to have them. Personally, I'm grateful that every day I have a sense of what it's going to be like, and I can kind of protect myself from the weather. But when it comes to how much snow we're going to get, it doesn't just depend on the precipitation. What I've just demonstrated here, it depends on the temperature. So that same amount of precipitation is going to be in lower volumes, that means fewer centimeters, when it's a little bit warmer. So snow at minus 3 degrees Celsius is not the same as snow at minus 20. And you know that when you're shoveling it. So next time somebody tells you that they should be able to do a better job of predicting exactly how much snow they're going to get in a storm, you're going to know now why that's not such an easy thing to guess. And maybe send a shout out to the weather people and say you're doing a good job, because people always bag on them all the time. All right? Okay. Thanks for making it to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.